Hello and welcome to Tucson, Arizona. I am Randy.
I'm Nick.
I'm David.
All right, so we're back. It's a Father's Day party here at the Ross house, and we lost a lot of men that didn't want to jump in and be on the internet.
And a lot of blood.
Some out of my shin.
So we were talking right before this, and this has nothing to do with anything. But have you guys seen the movie?
Probably.
The Ugly Truth.
Yes.
Ooh,
Wait,
I don't know.
The Ugly Truth. What? It sounds so familiar. Please, just refresh me. Some actor.
Yes, you're gonna have to look it up. I'm terrible with actors' names. He knows this, but literally the guy on there talks how like everything goes
isn't
through
that the
my
one
brain the first time. It's Gerard Butler.
Yeah,
and
Gerard Butler and
Katherine Heigl.
Katherine Heigl.
There you go.
Yep.
Yep.
Have you seen it?
He like coaches her
If-
and then they fall in love or some
Yeah,
shit.
it's a rom com.
It's a rom-com.
Maybe I might have.
But it's got some funny ass scenes still.
Yeah.
When she puts a device in a certain place.
Well,
Yeah.
like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is great.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's
great.
literally one
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But what made me think of it is because what we were talking about right before that.
before we
it's
live.
what guys he says, what guys think, and he's way overboard. Like he's
Goes over the top.
yes, he's over the top.
Oh,
so
yeah.
not saying I think exactly like that, but what he says is valid in some cases. But like some of the stuff he says, there like people call in and are talking to him, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I like this guy. He's this, he's that, he's blah blah." And she's like, "Oh, are you dating right now?" And she's like, "No, I'm single." And he's like, "Exactly, that's my point. Next caller." Like, you have no say in this. Like, it's just it's. Like,
So he's like a news or
Yeah.
like a radio host or something.
yeah, he's a radio host, and she hosts a channel that's failing, so they bring him on because he's up and coming. And so they hate each other at first, and then they fall in love. Sorry to ruin the
Ron
12-year-old
Swanson.
movie or whatever. But
Yeah, it's not. It's a trope.
it's
It's the plot. of
Welcome to
Anchorman.
the
rom-com.
way he talks though is so funny to me. I was laughing so hard because we watched it last night for the first time, and Jackie was
shit,
like,
you never
"Is this
seen it."
really how you think?" And I was like, "It's not how I think, but it's hilarious."
It is.
See, so what I watched yesterday, because I saw the trailer for it when I watched Mission Impossible. The Final
Was that good?
Reckoning. Oh,
The new-
I
are you talking about
loved
the
it.
new one?
Yeah, Final Reckoning.
Was it great?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I could not. I love those movies so much. I couldn't not.
They're really
go
good. I mean, the
see
second
last
one's
one.
just off.
Second
because
one kinda
the whole
blows.
John Woo aspect, like John Woo
Yeah.
kills it in some movies. Like I love Face Off. I'll be honest,
Dude, the
I love
motorcycle
Face Off.
fight.
Face Off is one of my favorite movies
It's
of all time.
great. It's the greatest aspect of seeing two freaking actors that can play both the villain and the hero in the same movie, and they both work. You love them both in both roles. It's phenomenal. Sorry. Go
Agreed.
ahead.
But while watching it, I've already seen this trailer once before, but I saw the trailer for the new Naked Gun. I'm really excited for it because
Yeah.
I love the original
God,
trilogy.
right.
Wanna
Did-
rewatch
yeah.
them.
So I rewatched the first one yesterday because it's been, 17 years since I watched it. And I remember lots of scenes. So there were a lot of scenes I was like laughing
Yeah.
as they're setting up
Yeah.
because I remember them. And I'm like, I freaking love these movies so much. I'm really excited for the new one.
Yeah.
I said something that my wife immediately hated that I said because they brought in OJ and I was like, rest in peace. I was like, oh, rest in peace. Gone too soon. And she turned and looked at me and I was like, what? He's one of the greatest football players of all time.
True.
Very successful actor, and he was legit funny in this series. I mean, the first one, he doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the rest of the series, he's hilarious. I was like, but he's still one of the greatest football players of all time. And I was like, so he killed one cheating whore and a dude, and he's the devil. And she's like, so I was like, the joke about, what do you call a man if he installs electrical wiring? What do you call a man if he, but you fuck one goat?
Yep.
Like, come on. He killed two people that were terrible. Get out of here. Like, he
So just so we're clear, this episode we can do whatever the fuck we want on this fucking because that's how we're starting this bad boy out. Let's go.
Never getting monetized. I'm never getting followers by having opinions like this.
That's why I felt bad last time. I was like, crap.
So I don't know on the OJ thing because we never stay on the same topic. I actually read like a very long blog / book because I don't know if it was actually a book or If it
Or
was-
if you were reading a book online, or
if it was part of a blog. So whatever it was, about how a guy did a ton of research, and there was like a lot of facts behind what he said from the court trials, if they were quoted correctly, because I did not cross-reference by any means, about how they were like, it's his son. It is 100% his son because of this, this, and this. This date, his son said
I have
this.
actually, yeah.
And,
I've heard
and so
something
I was
like
like,
that.
oh, that's pretty interesting. Like, I didn't know enough
So it
about
might
the
not have
court
been him.
case. Yeah.
No.
I'm not saying it was or wasn't. It was him. Just kidding. I have no idea. But I read this, like, it was probably like 25, 30 pages of this guy going
Oh, yeah.
on and on and on about how it was, he thought it was his son because the glove didn't fit, but it fit his son.
Well,
His son was that, like,
I don't
it was,
care about the glove
It was
didn't
that
fit them,
kind of
'cause-
stuff.
Okay,
that-
let's put one thing straight. Did we all watch the video of the glove don't fit?
yes,
Did
he
he ever
says
even
his
try
fan.
to fucking put it on?
Oh.
No, he keeps his hand like this
What's up, bud?
and barely tries to put that
There's
thing
a
I've
diaper bag
never seen
somewhere
it.
in there.
I'm not
There's
gonna
one
lie.
of the
on.
dads.
Well,
There's
the
a
wonderful
diaper
thing
bag.
about my life. So
Okay.
I got to grow up with my grandma and grandpa in Arkansas, watching that trial every day for my summer vacation.
Oh,
and
that's
take it
right.
off is itching the hell out of me.
Oh. Yeah, it was itching my
So
ear.
I had to watch that scene. I'm like,
Okay.
his fingers are spread out, and he's not even trying to pull it on. He's just like leaving it wide.
It's like trying to put on a child,
It's like-
a
and-
shirt
and-
on a child.
And no offense, driving gloves are meant to be
Okay,
tight
cool.
as fuck. So
Yeah, they are.
you got to keep your hand together and pull down, and usually it takes this.
for it.
And he's just like, oh, it doesn't work because my hand's spread. But neither here nor there. Whether he did or
Okay.
not, whatever.
Never seen the video.
Was she
But
cheating? Sure, whatever.
was that proven in the court? I honestly don't know.
Don't ever fucking know she was cheating.
I have no idea.
Well,
Yeah.
say hi
And
to the internet.
honestly, it was so long ago. I don't
Say
care
hi to the
anymore.
internet.
But at the same time, like if anybody wants to actually,
Oh, hey, Butch. Hi, Butch.
hi Butch. Hi.
He was outside with us.
Oh, sorry. Hi Butch. My bad.
Hey, yeah, you made it on the podcast today.
Hey, look at that!
Oh yeah.
All right, brother. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll let you know.
Oh, thanks.
You got it later.
What comedian is that? And I honestly don't even know what he's saying, but he's all, oh, no, it's on Barbershop.
Okay.
When he's like,
Oh, what's that?
there's three things we gotta know.
Sexual-
One is this. Two, OJ did it. It's got to be the Barbershop. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Did
Yeah,
the
me
girls
neither.
ever give us a topic we need to talk about?
No.
Okay, just want to make sure we didn't have to
Because
do it.
yeah,
and we
because she
move on.
chimed in and said, "Can we pick the topic?" I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, pick the topic." And see, what
Anybody
really
here watch-
sucks, dude, is when I decided I was going to do this, and I sat down for 2 months, thinking things through, like how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? What am I going to get? What do I have to learn? What don't I know to even ask? You know.
Yeah.
And then started getting content at the first Shot Classic. At that, not the first, but at the Shot Classic I went to immediately after deciding, I started making content, not knowing what I was going to do with it. Some of it hasn't even been edited. But the title I wanted to call the show is Tangentially Speaking, and a small channel already has that. Because I know we will do tangents. I know it's going
Yeah,
to
you
never
need to
stay on one topic long, and that title was gone. So that sucks. But then Eric suggested childhood friendship. We already talk a lot about our childhood. We've been friends since we were
8.
8.
You guys beat me.
So,
met
I
Nick
mean,
when-
we got
Yeah, me.
31 years of 31 years of friendship.
You have to get closer, first of all, just so you know.
Huh?
Yeah, you're going to have to be a lot closer. I don't think they can
Oh,
hear you.
I'm sorry. I believe I meant Nick.
I was just.
I believe.
When did you move to Arizona?
Well, no, I've been here a long time. It was actually my
Don't
first
call it a
visit back
comeback.
from
I've been here for
Texas.
years.
Yeah, I've been here for years.
When was
Because
your first?
I knew Dan I knew Dan since high school. Dan Caldwell, Roll,
Yeah.
all of them since high school.
And
But I didn't meet you till I'm pretty sure it was literally that New Year's party.
I'm pretty sure I knew you. I met you in high school.
Yeah, because we
Yeah,
ran
You
with
went-
Dan.
Did you go to Marana?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but I
I'm pretty
graduated before you guys, of course.
But I hung out with Raul and all of his friends back in high school.
And Dan.
I think I met you. I'm not saying I was like, oh, hey, what up, man? Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm saying
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I ran
Yeah,
into
you
you a couple
probably
times
met me,
because
of
I
course.
recognized
Yeah,
you when
'cause I
we
knew
first
Dan,
started
knew
hanging
Raul,
out.
yeah.
So
but we weren't friends.
No, I'm not saying we're
Officially
friends. I'm saying I knew you.
Still not.
Yeah, still
Trying, Richard. Fuck. Anyways, you guys watch documentaries at all?
Depending.
tangentially.
Yeah. See, and
The
this is
Netflix documentary that just came out about the Travis Scott concert. You check that one out yet?
No.
Oh my god, that shit pisses me the fuck off.
I liked his band. I don't really follow Travis Scott. Like, as a
No. My
person.
issue is like the incident that occurred, and they found no parties guilty, and so in the actual.
So why is there a documentary
Because they were fucking guilty.
of what?
Literally, the planners of the event from Live, which is the biggest promoter of all concerts in the world, period. They were texting the day before. We have a problem. We oversold by 15.
That's going through the mic. I was like, what's that sound?
Sorry, I was just rolling around this because it was fun.
They literally were texting each other. We oversold by 15,000 tickets.
Whoa.
We don't have crowd control, and we don't have the proper flow. This could get bad real quick. Someone can die. Let it be known I stated this. The day before, 10 people died. Why didn't you put a stop to it right then if
was
you're running
Travis
the
Scott
event?
the one married to a Kardashian?
I think so. Or maybe
So-
dating at least.
So maybe that's not the guy I was thinking of when I was thinking of a band. So never mind.
Yeah, no, Travis Scott, he did it was the Astrodome Festival, like
Okay.
3 years ago.
Okay.
10 people died, hundreds injured, and it's all...
And yet we don't have one about Pearl Jam in the early 2000s when their stage collapsed.
No.
We
I
don't
do
have
not
that
know about
documentary,
At least
but
the stage collapse. You just watch people suffocate to death and nobody fucking paid attention. That's an engineering problem, not a design problem from the actual promoters.
yeah, no, it's
But
not a
if you-
promoting
Well,
problem.
no, but all I'm saying is, like, if you call that you think someone may die the day before the concert,
That's
and
gnarly.
you don't just decide, let's postpone, let's redesign
Let's fix
let's
something.
fix something, and then 10 people die, and they had hundreds injured in the hospital.
So
What the fuck?
I want to say something
But
real
you
quick.
find zero guilty, though.
See-
The grand jury found zero guilty, and I'm like, the
Well-
text message says negligence.
Well, Alec Baldwin wasn't even found negligently responsible.
I know, that pisses me off.
For-
that's
for
called
shooting
money
a
buys
woman.
everything.
So
That's right.
Fucking
I want to
bullshit.
stop you for a second there. I'm just gonna say they pushed forward, made millions of dollars on that concert, and no one was guilty. Why do you think they let it still happen? Just go on with that for a
Well,
second.
no, you want to hear the craziest part? No. I do love talking conspiracies.
I
Not
love
conspiracy
conspiracies
theories,
sometimes.
but I love conspiracies. Anyways, conspiracy theorists love to say it was a ritual of sacrifice. Now, you could say that's bullshit because this gave a lot of bad publicity, right? Right. Welcome to the
publicity is
fact
bad
that
publicity.
Travis Scott had the largest selling solo rap album of all time the next year. Why? Why are you still following this guy who hasn't taken responsibility for his concert? His crew isn't taking responsibility. They're found not guilty. And then he has the biggest selling solo rap album of all
Well,
time.
I can understand
Illuminati.
him. I can understand him not taking
I could get
responsibility.
that. I could actually understand that.
But I mean, I don't know anything about this because I don't really follow.
Yeah,
I don't
follow
follow
it at all.
rap.
I just thought it was, when
So-
it first happened, it was just tragic.
Like I vaguely started thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, is he the guy? I think I heard something about him at one point
yeah.
dating or marrying.
I think
Kardashian
he
or
dated
something.
at least a Kardashian. I
Well,
think
I
you're
mean,
right.
who hasn't? But
Right, for sure.
but like
I'm sorry, me too.
I don't.
I'm not that lucky.
I don't know anything about any of that, but I can understand now not knowing anything about this story. Did he ever come out and like wish well to any of the families? Did he have a PR statement?
Well, he did. No. I'm not even blaming Travis Scott. I'm actually more pissed off at the fucking crew that was designing the event. I was just explaining.
so what happened to cause the people to die?
Huh?
What happened to cause the
Too
people
many
to
people
die?
there, crowd.
So basically,
people suffocating.
like
There
if
was
you
people
actually
on
watch the
top of people.
documentary,
So,
so basically,
okay, so people were like basically being
They
crushed.
They were
oversold
being
the
crushed.
concert. And so there's
Yeah.
too many people
Well, I
there.
understand oversold, but
No,
that doesn't mean people are dead.
So the way that
so they were physically boxed in so hard
so
that
they
people were
designed
being.
the stage, and so where he was performing.
So people were pushed up against the stage.
Well, so how they designed it, there was 35,000 standing room only, but they all had to flood in from one side, not the back to where they flood around. They flood in from one side, and then they had to go around. Well,
Okay.
the problem was all 10 people died in one area, and it's the area that they were all flooding into because people didn't realize you could walk around. There's more space, but they all kept packing into the one side, the initial
just
side,
crushing people.
and then when it started happening, people they're dragging people over. At one point, they've got literally they're telling live, shut it down. We've got 6 people undergoing CPR as we speak. We need to shut this event down. Live then talks to an engineer, and they're like, "Oh, well, we're gonna wait like 10 minutes, you know." And I'll give Travis Scott props at one point, but I mean, it's just one small thing. He saw like somebody passed out, and I'll swear to God, this guy was probably dead. I don't know if he's one of the dead people, but they show the footage, and then he's like, "There's a guy passed out right there. Let's get him out of here. Let's get him medical help." When they carry that guy out, that's a dead body. That's what it looked like. I mean, these arms are he's dead. I mean, it's how I felt when I carried a body from a mortuary. There's no control in this body. And so he did shut it down for that. But then there's another point where the side that's getting crushed, like people are jumping up at the cameraman, the lighting men, they're like, "Stop the show." Then you even actually hear, like the footage from the people filming it, you can hear people screaming, "Stop the show." And they're shouting. They're chanting it. "Stop
And he's
the
up there
show."
rapping this whole time.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
but I don't know how it feels up on stage. I don't know. I'm not going to overly blame him, but I will say
So-
the people that literally said before the concert, shut it down, like somebody may die, you should have stopped right then.
Too much money. Too much money was already
And-
in play.
But
Again,
then here's the problem:
zero guilty.
if you're not going to get a conviction afterwards, then they're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
And then
That's
we're
true.
just
But
literally
at,
just
but at
lost
that
bodies
so
to
did
them.
no one like file a class action lawsuit?
There is currently a class.
Yeah,
action
yeah,
lawsuit
they're gonna
still.
wind up settling.
Yeah, but we're 4 years in now, so.
Well,
it's
those
fine.
things don't move fast.
I know. That's my point. But if you see a text message like that, is that not just negligence right there?
I mean, I would think so.
To me,
But-
that's negligence.
Knowing
You're done.
absolutely everything about this. Do you have any red popsicles? Just kidding. Tried to think of the most random
Sorry,
thing I
I
could.
just saw it the other morning. I loved it, but I was just like, wait, they have that text message and they didn't want to convict?
I honestly know very minimal about that. So
What is this?
So they're
Oh,
today.
the protest.
Yeah, so today they're supposed to be doing a giant protest, and because we do Father's Day today, haven't seen anything. But because you're talking about that made me think like, oh, I wonder if
what is No King Day? I
It's
have
a giant-
No
it's a
It's a
idea what that
protest,
is.
It's a
basically.
giant
Trump
protest.
And,
yeah,
you know,
watch.
them thinking he's going to be a totalitarian dictator king style.
Yeah, so it's today, but today is also the 250th birthday of the U.S. Army,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and they're
So
doing
there's
a
a big
big
parade
thing.
today.
Yeah,
So they think a guy is gonna, and I'm
no, they think no, presumably, allegedly, there is a lot of people like Antifa are cohesively working together across the nation to try to do some crazy stuff today. So I wanted to see if there was any news.
I wanted to ask a question on what you said though.
Okay.
You said that they were like against Trump, and again, I've had these conversations with Randy. I am not the biggest Trump supporter in the world, but I'm definitely more Trump than
Anything
other
else you're gonna
options.
get, for
So
sure.
I'm
And I'm MAGA
take
as
that
hell,
as you
so-
will. But having said that, you're worried that the guy that over half the population voted in is gonna be totalitarian.
Exactly. It's
So then why would
ridiculous.
half the people like? Can you guys just like? I'm sorry, but more than half the people wanted that. So why aren't you letting it happen? Why do you want everything to fail if you're one of the people it will fail for? I don't understand that. That's like being on a boat and saying, "Hey, we want this guy to fail and sink the ship." You're on the ship.
And as an American, I will put it this way. I
don't
didn't vote for Biden when he was stuck being the president. Me and my wife both looked at each other and we said, let's hope this works out. I hope the best for the country. And guess what? It didn't work out for 4 years. So we're trying something new. That's it.
I voted for Trump 3 times,
I voted for Trump 3 times. I'm right there with you.
and I'm a thin blue line supporter.
What's voting? I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I voted for Trump. I typically vote right, always, but I see both sides and what they can stand for. Now, when you're hardcore either side, like beyond hardcore, not you, Randy. I get your hardcore MAGA, but there's also like the crazy hardcore, which is a little bit much even for me on the freaking right.
But see, here's the thing, though, dude. The news calls anyone like me the extreme alt-right.
Oh, I know, because they'd call me extreme.
The problem
But
is
I'm
the,
more.
the true extreme alt-right crazy people are few in number.
Yeah, no, I know.
But they try to expand and put us all in the same basket. I'm a libertarian.
And I'm a libertarian.
I don't even call myself a
No.
Republican.
And guess what, guys? Believe it or not, true libertarians were once considered the original liberal. It's weird.
Facts.
Well, I don't know why I did
The
that.
old school liberals. I'm not talking about liberals any
no,
day
classical
down. The
liberals.
classical liberal was a libertarian.
So
We want the government to be minimal.
I love this new keyboard. I love the chunky buttons.
Was there any riots?
That's what I was trying to see. I
saw some a few days ago in like LA and stuff that they got shut down pretty quick, and then people were all pissed because they're like, "Why did they shut these down?" It's like
come
because
on.
you weren't even protesting; you were
Where's my
rioting.
mouse?
There's a difference between a protest and a riot.
You're right there. You're on
There
that
you go.
screen.
So let's do. That's not what I wanted to see.
I don't know what you wanted to see. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Not my channel
I
stuff.
don't even know what's happening.
Not my channel. I
We are
wanted to go.
so professional here. You are welcome, internet.
Well, I didn't want to be in my channel. I wanted to go just to YouTube proper, and go to.
What is this YouTube you speak of?
It doesn't look like he's doing anything live. All right. Cool. Back to this. I just wanted to see because I haven't heard anything about
Yeah.
like what's going on in the nation because I have been following the California stuff.
Yeah, I heard about
And dude, it was stupid. My favorite thing so far to come out of it has been Florida's response. And there was a sheriff that came out 2 days ago.
Florida rocks.
I
love
I've
Florida.
never wanted to live in Florida.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
You say it's amazing. See, I grew up in the Gulf Coast, and I plan on
I mean, the weather
retiring back
can
in
be,
Texas.
the hurricanes.
No, I don't.
crappy
I'm
weather
not even talking about
sometimes,
the
but-
hurricanes. Just the humidity.
Yeah.
Like
there's
I grew
that.
up with the humidity. Your towels never dry.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
know hurricanes don't bother me at all. It's tornadoes I don't like.
Okay. Stay
but-
with the Midwest.
Well, I mean, growing up, I grew up traveling the country.
Yeah.
So I got family all over the place. My aunt lived in Ponca City, Oklahoma, and they get tornadoes. So my
Oh,
first
yeah,
ex-
Oklahoma gets more tornadoes than anywhere else on the planet.
so my first experience with a tornado, I was like 8 years old. And that's not fun.
That could be scary.
I can do without tornadoes. Hurricanes, no problem. I've been on the beach during hurricanes.
Well, here's the thing. Actually, just quick segue. Well, not a segue, but just interlude. Why the hell are we now calling tornadoes wind speeds the same as hurricanes? I'm sorry, I studied meteorology and climatology. You're telling me that a freaking Category 5 hurricane has wind speeds close to an EF5 tornado, yet the damage they cause on direct hits are way different. Sorry. Bullcrap, fix it, meteorologist. All right, thank you. I'm done.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that they were.
It used to be an F5 scale, then we went to EF5, which is effective Fujita scale versus Fujita scale, and it freaking irritates me. because-
Vegeta scale.
Fujita scale.
Vegeta scale. Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan tornadoes. It's over 9,000.
I didn't know there was a difference between a tornado and a hurricane. I'm just kidding.
All I know is one could put a freaking straw through a telephone post.
Well, what's
and the
really
other one
creepy,
can eventually
Get you wet.
blow off.
but what's
the wall.
really
On the
creepy
roof.
is you have water spouts,
Yeah, which are tornadoes.
which are tornadoes
Yeah.
made of water.
Yeah.
So
They're usually
with
typically weaker because they can't build their wind speeds
Yeah,
as
yeah.
high, so they're usually like F.
Yeah,
well, it's all
F1s,
resistance due to water,
or
but they're
EF0s, EF1s.
they're
fucking
wild to
dumbass
see in
scale.
person. Anyways, Florida. I've never had any like. I want to go there to check out Harry Potter
It's fucking amazing.
because I am a
phenomenal.
huge Harry Potter
This is
nerd.
why when you say why
But-
do you do so many different things on my vacations, because I want to.
I didn't ask that. I was standing there when it was asked, but he asked it.
Way to be a
No.
dick, Richard.
Yeah.
I didn't ask that.
What
I
have
know
you
why you
said?
do.
Why do you
I want to
continuously
go
do it?
everywhere. I went to Italy.
Yeah, no,
I
you
want to
did.
go. I went to
You
Croatia.
asked,
I-
why
have
do you
you
do
said it?
different
'Cause I remember.
cruises?
I said, why do you take different cruise lines?
See, that's the
I-
question you're
because
thinking
I
of.
That's
like
not
to
the
s-
same question.
I didn't say it was the
not the
same
same
question, but
Well,
I didn't
that's-
ask him any questions.
It's also because I
To
like
be
to
fair.
experience different ships. Because the ship sometimes is the destination.
And you don't have a ship that's mad at you for visiting other ships? Because I think that would be a thing
No.
in a relationship.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I knew where that was going.
I
The
saw
moment
it
you
coming.
started
I was
saying-
I thought it was good.
Anyways, so Florida.
Florida.
So I have no interest in living in Florida. I would visit there. If I could move to the Keys, I would live there. The rest of the state, no thank you. So,
Can I ask a question? Have you actually been to all the Keys?
no.
Okay, because I've heard Key West is overrated and stick more to the mid Keys. Because that's where the best beaches
Well,
are and everything.
well,
like
it's
Are
not
we
the Key
talking
West.
about a piano?
It's
or
yeah. It's not that the
Do-do-do-do-do.
it's not that the Ebonies and Ivories are overrated. It's that they're overpopulated.
Okay.
Key West has become.
'Cause I've heard like if you
overpopulated.
want like the true Florida Keys experience, you go like Key Largo,
no, that's where I want to go.
Marathon Island.
Yeah, no,
something
I
like
would. I would.
Key Largo,
Montego, baby,
why
that's where
don't
we go.
Down to Kokomo.
Sorry.
Rest in
Beach
peace.
Boys, favorite
Rest in
band of
peace.
all time, by the
Rest in
way.
peace.
That is my favorite band of all time.
And he died
till
3
this
days
day.
ago.
Okay,
I'm sorry for
one.
pulling us on tangents. This is my day. I've been
Anyways,
tired.
I've been trying to stick with on target. Florida. I have no interest in living there. I would go there mostly to see the Hogwarts stuff because I'm a huge nerd. But their sheriffs are no joke.
No,
so
they're
Sheriff
fucking
Grady being
Yeah.
like, why'd
Yeah,
you
no
guys shoot
tolerance.
him 127 times? Because we ran out of bullets.
I fucking
Dude, that is
love
the
that
best.
line.
So 2 days ago,
Love that line.
this guy, I'm gonna pull this up. If I can, Sheriff
I want to
Open
try
it.
that before we go. So
Yeah.
you need to hurry.
Florida.
It's for you, Nick.
Where is? Here we go.
I can't say it on there. I just want to make you laugh.
So this dude,
God damn it, Nick.
I will deny.
Yeah, you should. Don't worry, Randy. He did that for your benefit.
I have
That
no idea
can't
what
be
happened.
broadcast.
So
It could not.
this dude during his interview, is this? That's not the interview.
We need sound? Oh, sorry.
I can pull it up on. Let's see.
I'm waiting for Randy to finish this.
YouTube,
Try it together.
Florida Sheriff.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of his like quotes. And, like,
This
the
is
way he
not
talks.
Brady. This is a different guy.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Grady. I've seen a lot of his stuff, and he's
So-
funny, bro. Like realistic, but it's just straightforward.
Come on. I don't care about the ad. Skip the ad. Can you?
That sound?
Oh, through
Got
through the
mic?
cans.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I don't have it.
They're over there. So,
I like
with the
stuff
video
here.
can allow. I don't care. So in that container,
Get in?
they're in that. Me and the boys were gaming the other day.
I'll have to finish that. So I want
Yep.
to try that together. I'm not gonna drink much more, but I wanted to taste test it.
So plug that.
Oh,
into
you got
that,
you took the purple ones. Lucky.
and then you'll need air. Plug into that because you're farther away. Oh, that's already got an adapter. Let go. Let go. Let go.
So this one's good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not finished setting up with my new computer and everything. Everything is all in a state of.
Key Largo, Montego.
It's all in a state of Montego.
I feel so
Right on.
manly.
All right, you ready?
No.
Yeah.
How rad is that?
That
I love it because what people don't understand is like, Well, how are you going to use deadly force on not? I'm sorry. If you throw a brick at a guy's skull, it can crack it open and kill him. So yes, they will use deadly force if you're using deadly force. So stop your
Dude.
bullshit.
I
They're-
don't understand how that's not.
So here's the thing.
Understood.
So because I've been following this all week, and like I'm worried because I've still got people that I love that are in law enforcement.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for Texas to get stupid because someone very important to me is a sergeant there. So I've been like waiting for shit to pop off, and like I've still got uncles that are involved. So this happens, and I'm like, yes. Why isn't Texas and Arizona taking this same thought process and letting their sheriffs call these kind of shots?
Because of all the people in California moving here.
Yeah.
Well, it's not just that, but anyways,
But
so Florida,
hold on, Maricopa's way better than fucking Pima right now. God damn it.
dude. Yeah, but Pima's been this shitty for a while.
I know, it pisses
And
me
there's a
off. It
thing that
drives
people
me
never
nuts.
talk about. Everyone talks about Texas with the border because of the Rio Grande, because of during Biden's bullshit, it was an open border.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
We are 35 minutes from the border from here.
I know.
And
Depends on how
we've
fast you drive.
You ain't doing
my
shit.
brother did time for smuggling people into this country. It happens daily. It is nonstop, but no one
Absolutely.
ever talks about the Arizona border.
Nope.
But then they're talking about LA. So, anyways, right now in LA, which is farther north of the border than
Yeah.
we are, by a
Hence why San
significant
Diego
margin.
hates LA.
Exactly. They're throwing mortars at cops. So the police will have a police line in Ninja Turtle suits, and they're lobbing full, like tube grade mortars behind the line.
Basically, Molotov cocktails.
Dude, they're blowing up right behind the cops, like 2 feet from the cops. So when they say you throw explosives, we will kill you stone, graveyard dead. I'm like, good, because
Yeah.
LA's chicken shit. That worthless Gavin Newsom isn't letting the cops do a fucking thing. And then he has the balls to sue Trump when he called in for reinforcements through National Guard.
So,
This whole thing's gross,
I'll
dude.
Go ahead, Nick. I'll
Peaceful
chime in
protest
after.
is cool. Riots
Oh.
aren't.
all I'm going to say is any person in this United States, I don't care who it is, what it is, he, she, whatever.
Let me
If-
she them titties.
If someone is threatening you and they show lethal force, you
have the
you
right.
have the right to show lethal force,
Absolutely.
lethal force back. Having said that, the cops have more rights in that than we do.
Oh, yeah.
In a sense, not all the time. I know that they have certain.
Well, they have protections
But-
through the unions.
Yes, so there's a difference, but if you're going to shoot at a cop, throw a bomb at a cop of any sort, anything like that, they should be able to respond in that same way, just like you're allowed to. So why is that a surprise?
Because they're cops. Because the NWA doesn't like them.
Can I ask? I'm going to add one more thing. If you think that America has an over prison population and an over crime population at any point, I would like to justify the fact that you want to know why Japan does so well. If you steal something there, they have the right to put you away for 5 years. And I don't mean stealing something small, like a ring. I mean stealing something even smaller, like a stick of bubble gum.
Give me your bubble gum.
That's
I don't
it.
wanna.
That's all it takes, and they will
So my
shove
favorite
you
thing-
away for 5 fucking years. So when you say we're overpopulated with our fucking prisons, you want to know why? Because we would let our prisoners get away with too goddamn much.
So here's the fun thing about riots in Asia. I don't remember if this is Japan or in China, but I think it's in China. What they do when they have mass riots or mostly peaceful, fiery but mostly peaceful protests, they bring out big pump trucks
Yep.
and they
shoot 'em
pump
with the fucking water.
no,
Sounded like last night.
they hit them with blue dye. That way they don't have to arrest you right
Oh, they'll
now.
mark 'em for
you're
later.
you're blue.
You're marked.
We're gonna find you later. You keep acting stupid. We know you were there because you're blue, like the movie Big Fat Liar.
But hold on, can we just make sure we don't want to be like China? I'll be
but
like
when
Japan.
when it
not
comes
China.
to spraying dye, I don't care what country originated that.
No, that's fine.
So this
But
is let me
where
see that
Japan?
bottle.
Because have you ever looked into what was it?
Lexington, Kentucky, baby, which is where I just came back from.
Owning a
Town
possum.
Branch, Kentucky single malt whiskey.
Oh, you're
7
talking
years
about the
old.
whiskey. Okay. I thought you were talking about owning a possum. I don't know why.
I own possums.
Cheers.
Oh,
fellas.
sorry, I'm so tired.
Happy Father's
guys.
Day, gentlemen.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy
Happy
Father's
Father's
Day. Happy Father's Day to you out there if you're watching this and your dad. If not, share this with your dad. Dude, that is delightful.
That's actually pretty good.
Sweet baby Jesus.
That's smooth
good.
action.
Little 8-pound, 12-ounce baby Jesus.
Little Talladega Nights.
Little
I don't
Town
know.
Branch.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah.
What should I do with my
Hey,
hands?
zip it, Chip. You zip it. You quiet down there, Chip. I'm all hopped up on
Mountain Dew. I can come at you like a spider monkey.
If you don't like Big Red, F you.
That's my favorite line. It is my absolute favorite line.
line.
How many times have I said that to you just randomly?
soda, and I love that line. Oh
That
my
is my
God.
favorite line.
If you don't like red soda, then fuck you.
At least
Yeah.
I say F.
Yeah,
I'm trying.
I know.
I'm trying here.
Yeah,
This
he's
guy's
just
killing
cooking
it.
Cooking my
No,
chances.
he just told me before we started. He said I'm never gonna be monetized. What the fuck?
That's
is
true.
Yeah, but I want to be.
That's
I don't
bullshit.
want to do
you
HVAC
hear the
forever, dude.
fucking oh.
You don't have to drop that many Fs, and this is coming from a Scotsman.
Well, I'm Italian and Irish, so I got fucked both ways. I'm sorry, guys. You're gonna get double the dose.
Well, you only did that because you paid twice for it.
Yeah.
Ayo. Sorry.
That's all right.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Oh.
See, we have fun. Get over your feelings. Fuck your emotions. Fuck off. Jesus Christ, I'm so tired of emotions.
He's had like half a bottle of my scotch today.
I do apologize
David's
for
on
that.
one.
Oh, I'm on one, but I'm just gonna say it. Just like, you know, at one point in this fucking goddamn world, we used to enjoy life. We used to just give each other shit. We didn't give a crap about some insults. Because
Oh,
guess
so- okay,
what?
so on that
we were
point-
joking. So emotions, fuck them.
No, so on that point, there was something I don't remember why this came into my mind like yesterday. I don't remember if it was something that I read, something that I heard, or whatever.
But I
on the
only
point
speak.
of Eric-
Hold on. I only speak for me, so I do apologize if they don't. I don't want them being lumped into. Let's hate David on this broadcast. Fine, hate me, love them.
Oh, let's be clear. I don't hate David. I think everything he says is hilarious. I don't care if he's serious or not. I think it's funny.
I just
So-
don't want them being lumped into my opinions. Because I
We
can be
are, you're
abrasive
on my
and angry.
channel, homie.
I know, but I can be abrasive and angry. I'm just saying.
I'm handcuffed to you right now.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I don't
But you
know.
can also distance yourself. I'm just saying.
No, I can't.
I want to be
I'm
clear.
against
You
the
can't.
wall.
I want to be very clear.
You already came out as a libertarian. You can't actually back much away from
I
me
am
anyway.
physically.
I don't
foot
disagree
cuffed
with
to
you.
my chair right now. I don't know either of these
Facts.
people. I'm just kidding.
Think twice.
I don't.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Exactly. I don't.
I was still handsome.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a man.
So he's a pansy.
Just kidding. I'm sorry.
I have to
Man
drive
the
after this.
fuck up. Be an
You
American.
live here.
You son of a bitch. Call yourself
driving
MAGA. You
anywhere.
can't drink fucking whiskey.
Dude, I was trying to sip on it, man. I'm trying to stay awake for this whole thing. So, anyways, so back to what Eric initially said was like, oh, childhood friendship. Something I was thinking about yesterday
okay.
is the fun fact that men, especially friends, will hammer on each other and talk like just mad shit.
Mad shit.
And the closer you are as friends, the worse it gets.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like it's like you hone in. It's like the closer you are as boys, your target becomes like smaller and smaller.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're getting closer to the bullseye every time.
Oh, for sure.
So it becomes ruthless. Why do you think that is? Because women will only talk shit about women behind their back, but to their faces, they'll be best friends.
But also the problem with women too, if they find out they're talking shit, they hold a grudge.
Oh, yeah,
Whereas
dude.
men, like me and Randy could step outside right now, punch each other in the face. Tomorrow we'll be fucking friends.
Exactly.
Literally.
Which was the continuation of my point.
Yeah.
it's like these modern kids today.
But no,
and
that's
dudes-
always been a thing with women, though. Always
Yeah,
been a
yeah,
thing
yeah.
with women.
But
they
some
can't.
of my closest friends are dudes that we hated each other until we physically fought.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
We
I've
threw
had
down.
those. Yep.
Just like this.
Yeah. We
nonsense.
popped
no,
each other in
"Oh,
the face. We
I'm
laughed
gonna-"
about it afterwards.
And then there's a mutual respect.
Yep.
And then after that, you're buddies.
It's like, cool, you stepped up.
You'd be like,
I
oh,
stepped
dude,
up.
right on.
We're
Like,
both men.
And
Yep.
there's typically not necessarily a winner or a loser. It's just you both throw down until you're tired. And you're like,
So-
all right, man, you done? Cool, I'm done.
So it's an
We're
interest-
good? And then you're like, yeah, cool, we're good. And then you move on. And then there's no grudges and you become friends out of mutual combat becomes respect. You're like, okay, man, like you took some of my best swings. I know I took some of yours. We're cool.
We're done.
Hold
Like-
on. Hold on. 3rd grade. Jeremy Steffens. If you're hearing this right now, I do not forgive. I do not forget. You know what you did. I'm just kidding. I actually, Jeremy Steffens, if you're ever out there, I actually tried looking you up like 6 months ago. Me and Randy talked about you. I was totally
Yeah.
joking. I just seen if you existed. I just thought of your name.
The few
So,
times
I just thought it was
I
funny.
knew you were throwing that in there. As soon as I go for it, like, motherfuckers.
I will hunt you down. I will just
Beat your ass.
I just thought it was funny, bro. But your wife, my wife, and your wife all told me 8:15, and it is 8:20. So I'm gonna have to end this so that we all don't get murderized.
Fuck, I gotta do the same thing then.
Yeah.
do whatever I want.
I
love you guys.
So sorry, guys.
But-
Let's cut it short tonight.
What's short? Are you talking about my PP?
Dude, we
again?
only made it 40 minutes, man. They didn't even give you guys an hour.
No.
It's 8:20.
Bro, it was all 3 of our wives. Literally, you can ask him.
I ignore mine,
I know,
so-
but I have a point, and I actually
I'm
want
way
to
bigger than her. She doesn't scare me.
No,
I don't ignore
I
your
don't want
wife.
to be in an argument tomorrow on my one day off.
I don't
So-
ignore your wife because I actually enjoy the presence of your wife, if that makes sense. I've been around some of the other women you've dated, Randy, and I will say she has definitely downgraded to you, and I love you to death.
You're the second person to say that today.
Well, I
you're
said it out there,
winning.
too. So I'm just saying I like to keep her as happy as possible because if she leaves you, I don't know what I'm going to do for you.
All right, gentlemen, can I request one thing?
One more shot.
One more shot.
I knew that was coming.
I literally just
Oh,
finished
it-
mine.
That was a little one, but I won't do them any bigger. And by bigger, I mean
You can do
I
mine
can't say
bigger.
it on here.
I don't have to drive.
Yeah, you can do mine very small. I still have to get up early in the morning.
good there.
Sure.
I'm trying not to do them big, but my glass is
You
thinner.
can just dump. Good. Good.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
He said I could dump, right?
He
But I
did.
also said good. I like twice.
Yeah, I heard you. I just didn't care. And if you want to go outside, we can punch each other, and then we can be friends tomorrow. We already talked about
That'd be
this.
good. That would be good.
Sorry, Randy, that I wasted a little bit of your malt. It is totally worth it.
I will pay for anything you need me to, Randy.
All right.
I got $1.
Internet.
I got $1.
To all the men out there, hold on. I'm going to mute the hell out of both you fools. To all the men out there who have stepped up to be a good father, to be a good role model, to teach, especially your young men, how to be men, and to teach your young women what to expect out of a good man. Whether you were a father, a solid uncle, a stepdad, a grandfather who has stepped up to the plate to teach our next generation how to be a proper man, how to hold yourself with respect, how to work hard, earn money, be safe, and take care of a family. I salute you. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, gentlemen. Okay, go
I'd
ahead.
like to say something as well before we drink this. Adding to what Randy said, thank you to all the men out there who are actually still men. Because there are so many people, and I've ran into nieces, nephews, cousins, uncles, friends, family members, extended family members, random people on the street that a guy cries over not getting what he wants like a 4-year-old. And I'm not okay with that. And I don't let my 4-year-old get away with that. And so anybody who can stand up and actually be a man and be a father and teach other people, even if you're not the actual father. If you can teach another human being to be a better human being in general, I salute you.
Can I add
David?
one last thing? So,
No.
as a
Go ahead. Sorry.
don't be a dick, Richard.
It was funny.
Hey, Dick, Richard. Okay. Anyways, I would like to actually add. So, as a dad, who my daughter isn't my daughter, but she's my fucking daughter, and I see her that way. I believe her that way. I love her that way. I treat her everything. I've done everything I can for her. I feel the same way. So, if you're a dad, be it yours or your just inherit, be a dad and show what a man is. And you need to actually also show, if you're, as myself, I'm stuck with a daughter and I'm stuck with a boyfriend. So you need to actually light the boyfriend up and also make him scared of you. It just makes sense.
Stuck
Please.
with is a little harsh, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've met her. She's kind of a sweetheart. And
Fuck off.
And Tim's
Right now, guys.
Tim's a sweet dude.
Hey, if you want to punch me, I'll love you tomorrow.
Tim's heard my fucking spiels. You all hear it. Anyways, give them shit. Make them understand. They're all scared. Make them understand they need to take care of your daughter. Make sure your daughter makes him understand she needs to be taken care of. But at the end of the day, life sucks. It just sucks. And so we all just try. Welcome to fatherhood. Welcome to motherhood. We'll see you on Mother's Day. Love ya. Take care.
Happy Father's Day,
Where's-
everybody.
Happy Father's Day.
If you can't
David
do
needs therapy.
if you can't do it, don't try.
So to recap, all you men out there,
Oh my god.
keep being good men. Work hard.
And
Be safe. Make money.
We love you.
I want to pause for just a second. I do want to say David stepped into a very weird situation, and I didn't know him very well a long time ago, but I know him well now, and I'm very proud of him. So whether you think he's a terrible person or not, which you
I
might,
take very good care of my wife, my daughter,
he is a very good dad,
and
a
I
very
take care
husband.
very good
So,
care of anybody around me that needs
If you've
help.
made it to the end of this video,
like,
share,
subscribe. Thank you. All right,
Tucson, Arizona. I'm Randy.
I'm Nick.
I'm David.
Bye.
Peace.